Hello, everyone, and welcome to our episode of Prepping for the Next Step. I am Kim White, principal of Riverwatch Middle School.
And I'm Liz Tuck, principal of South Forsyth Middle School. We are so excited to spend a little time with you today as we help students and families prepare for one of the biggest transitions in their school experience, moving from elementary to middle school.
Whether you're a student listening on your own or a family member tuning in together, we know this transition can bring a mix of emotions: excitement, curiosity, definitely a little nervousness, and that's totally normal. Today, our goal is to give you a clear picture of what to expect so you can feel confident and ready for your journey ahead.
We're going to walk you through a few key topics that tend to come up every year. First, we'll unpack what it looks like to build a balanced academic schedule, including choosing the right level of classes and thinking through workload, your study habits, and how your after-school activities fit into the day.
Then we'll take you inside our connection classes. This is where middle school gets especially fun. From fine arts and CTAE to PE and health, students get a chance to explore new interests they may not have even discovered yet. We'll talk about what each area offers and how students can truly find a place to shine.
And of course, we cannot forget one of the best parts of middle school, clubs and extracurriculars. These are opportunities for students to meet new people, try something new, and feel more connected to their school community. We'll share the types of clubs offered at our schools and why participating can make a big difference.
So whether you're feeling ready to jump right in, still gathering information, or looking for reassurance, this episode is here to help you and your family prepare for a successful start to middle school.
All right, everybody, let's get started.
All right, let's jump into one of the biggest questions we hear from rising middle school families every year. How do we choose the right class?
So academic scheduling can feel overwhelming at first, but it doesn't have to be. Middle school is all about balance, stretching your student academically while also making sure they can manage the workload and still enjoy their after-school activities.
The placement process begins in early February when your child's fifth grade teachers start making recommendations for next year's classes. There are 3 course levels offered: standard, advanced, and accelerated. Teacher recommendations are based on multiple factors, including class performance, standardized test scores, and work habits. To clarify, teachers make recommendations for standard and advanced courses only. Our accelerated placement involves a separate district-level process, which includes additional testing later in the spring. If your child meets the criteria for the possible accelerated placement, we will contact families directly with more information.
One of the most valuable resources we have in guiding students towards success is the insight of fifth grade teachers. These amazing educators have spent countless hours observing how your child learns, engages, and thrives in different settings. Their recommendations aren't just based on grades. They reflect deep understanding of your child's strengths, challenges, and potential. When teachers make their professional judgment on placement, it's because they want to set your child up for confidence and growth. We encourage you to see these recommendations as a partnership. Your child's success is our goal, and teachers are here to help make that happen.
Yeah, one thing we always encourage families to do is look at the whole student, not just their academic ability, but what are their study habits? How do they organize themselves? What is their time management? These skills are really going to impact how successful they're going to feel and do in middle school on a day-to-day basis.
Absolutely. And don't forget to factor in the after-school commitments: sports, music, tutoring, clubs, and even childcare responsibilities. A schedule that looks great on paper can feel overwhelming once you add all the parts in.
Liz, that's such a great point. Sometimes families think that the hardest schedule is the best choice, but that's not always the healthiest option. Balance really does matter, especially in 6th grade, and students can grow into rigor over the 3 years that they're with us.
Absolutely. We adjust, and that is normal. Kids develop at different paces, and we want them to feel confident, not stressed. And remember, There are support systems in middle school, morning help sessions, flex time help sessions, as well as time, before or after school, but also in both of our schools, we've got time built into the day where students can sign up if they need extra help or support from a teacher or staff member.
At the end of the day, we're all working towards the same goal. We all want to help your child thrive. Thoughtful choices now set them up for success later. If your child is not recommended for advanced sixth grade courses, there are still opportunities for them to be recommended the following year.
Absolutely. At both South and Riverwatch, we talk with your child's sixth grade teachers in the first 9 weeks of school to determine if they feel like anyone was misplaced. And then if changes are needed, we make those changes to best meet the needs of the student. Now that we've talked about academics, let's shift to something students usually get very excited about. That's our connections classes.
Oh, yeah. This is where students discover what they love. Middle school is a time to stretch, explore, and try things they've never done before. In middle school, we offer a variety of classes. Sixth grade students have the opportunity to decide if they want to take any fine arts classes, such as band or chorus. And at Riverwatch, they also have the opportunity to join orchestra.
Outside of the fine arts offerings, the other classes are randomly selected. In middle school, it's a time to try out multiple things so that by the time your child goes to high school, they have a better understanding of a pathway they might want to join in high school. One of the misconceptions is if they don't take marketing in middle school, that they cannot join a pathway in high school. And that is absolutely not true. Middle school is a time to try it all and to see what they like. It is always a conversation every year that a child likes a class that their parent had no idea that they would really like. So it is a time to try things and find new passions and interests.
I love that. And also the beauty is that most of the pathways and courses that we offer at both South Forsyth and Riverwatch are the pathways that are offered at Lambert. So they can continue that passion as they move through the high school setting.
In both middle schools, we also offer PE, weight training, and health. In our CTAU, which is our career tech courses, we offer marketing. At Riverwatch, they offer computer science. At South and Riverwatch, we offer business and healthcare science. In addition, we have art in our fine arts departments at both schools. And at South Middle, we offer a year-long and quarter-long drama class.
In sixth grade, most courses are quarter-long classes, meaning they change every 9 weeks. This allows students to have opportunities to try all the various courses that Ms. Tuck just shared with us. However, if they take band, chorus, or orchestra, those become year-long courses. So that only leaves about 4 other connection courses to play with throughout the year.
Students get 2 connections courses every 9 weeks. So if they take, let's say, band or chorus, they'll have 4 different quarter classes, and either band and then also band or chorus in their schedule. If they do not take band or chorus, they'll end up with 8 different connection classes throughout the year.
Let me ask a question. I know in our fine arts department, we let our kids, if they want to do band and chorus, they can do both. What about South?
We do the same thing, and that is something once your child comes to visit on our tours or at the end of February, depending, we will send a form home where families can select those year-long courses. So if your child comes over to visit and falls in love with band or chorus or at Riverwatch Orchestra, they absolutely can sign up for those courses.
And, not every kid wants to be in fine arts. And so if they aren't in the band or chorus or orchestra, just a heads up, your kid may get PE more than once. It's very common. And actually, I think most middle schoolers love that.
Absolutely. They need some time to get up and move around during the day. Since there is no recess, that's the one thing our middle schoolers don't. That is the one thing they say they miss most about elementary. Finally, we want to share with you about our clubs and why they are so vital. They are the engines for essential skills. Our extracurriculars are where you build lasting friendships, gain some confidence through practicing new skills, and then also find some leadership opportunities. We feel like our clubs and organizations and extracurriculars are crucial for creating a sense of belonging and anchors every child to our school community. We tell people all the time, get involved, find your people, and there you will truly grow.
At Riverwatch, we have multiple clubs where students can belong and grow in their passions and curiosities. Each fall for sixth graders and actually anyone new to our school, we hold what we call our Fall Club Carnival, where students are able to take some time talking to current club members about what each club is about, how often they meet, and ask questions to determine if their club is the right fit for them. After Club Carnivals, students have the opportunity to sign up and start attending. Most of our clubs meet during the day, during our Panther time on Mondays and Fridays from around 3:40 to 4:15. However, there are some clubs that require time and commitment outside of school hours. So I encourage all of our students to go on our website and see the clubs that we have to offer.
Yeah, Kim, similarly at South Forsyth Middle, clubs are a powerful way that we get our kids to connect, grow, and explore their interests outside the classroom. We have a wide variety of opportunities, including our CTSOs, our Career Tech student organizations. We've got some athletic groups and many student interest clubs. So there is truly something for everyone. We do it a little bit differently at South. Our club information will be shared prior to Labor Day weekend. We send an email with all the information linked on our website, and we ask that families sit down together and review the opportunities. As students consider their choices, we encourage them to select one or two clubs they can fully commit to rather than trying to do too many at once. Being involved is not the number of clubs you join, but about the dedication, teamwork, and meaningful participation. Families then will receive some detailed information about the clubs, time commitments, meeting schedules, and whether a club requires a tryout or has limited membership. Some clubs are open to many students, while others have a limited number, and this information is shared so everyone can make informed decisions together. We look forward to seeing our Eagles get involved, build connections, and find the activities that help make South the great place it is to be.
Absolutely. I know that was a whole lot of information, but don't worry. We're going to help your child get through the process. And just know, students are able to try multiple things. The biggest key that Ms. Tuck has already shared, and we just want to reiterate again, is don't overextend yourself. We want you to find a place that you truly love, where you belong, and where you feel like you can make a lasting difference or impact on yourself or with others around you.
As we wrap up today's episode, we want to say clearly, starting middle school is a big step, but wow, is it an exciting one. You don't have to have everything figured out right now.
Your child is going to grow. They're going to discover new strengths. They're going to make a lot of new friends and learn so much about themselves along the way. And we'll be here at Riverwatch and South, supporting them every step of their journey.
We hope today's conversation gives you a little clarity and a lot of confidence as you prepare for the months ahead.
Thanks for joining us for Prepping for the Next Step. We can't wait to welcome our newest Panthers and Eagles soon.
Take care, and we'll see you next time.